Now, losing a loved one can be an incredibly difficult time for families who've had to take care of funerals and other formalities.
But now many are facing the added distress of delays in registering a death. Figures seen by BBC Local Radio show most councils in England and Wales are failing to register bereavements within the 5-day target. Emily Unia has this report.
Last year, Graham Morgan's mother died. She was 86 and living in a care home. The family had to wait nearly 3 weeks for the funeral.
It was a terrible situation, to be honest. It was the worst you could ever have at a time in your life, and everybody face it when someone near to you has passed away. It was terrible.
He faced delays in getting a doctor's certificate and waited a fortnight for an appointment to register her death with the local council.
It has a big impact on your well-being, because you're bereaved, you're panicking because you want to get everything right. You've loved in my case, my parents. You didn't want to let them down and get anything go wrong.
By law, all deaths, except those that need investigating by a coroner, must be registered within 5 days. But most councils in England and Wales are failing to meet their registration targets.
In 2011, 23% of all deaths in England and Wales were registered after the 5-day limit, a total of more than 110,000 people. By 2016, that figure had risen to more than 187,000, meaning 36% of all deaths took longer than 5 days to be registered. The National Association of Funeral Directors, which represents 4,000 funeral homes, conducted its own survey in 2015. It found that families were waiting longer to see a registrar.
Some registrars, there are cutbacks and staff shortages, and that is happening all throughout the UK. But what we're also seeing is that certain registrars will not make the appointment for the family unless the family already have the medical certificate for cause of death in their possession.
Poppy Mardle runs a funeral home in South London and is aware of growing delays. She says the whole process of dealing with death is confusing for bereaved families and more sensitivity is needed.
Grieving people should not be disregarded by the local authorities. You know, I think recognition that death and grief are incredibly difficult experiences that we're all going to have to go through. So I don't see why people need to wait 5 or 6 days to register a death. It doesn't take that long.
The Home Office said local authorities are expected to ensure there are adequate provisions to register a death. The Local Government Association told us various factors have contributed to delays, but councils are working to reduce them. For Graham Morgan, improvements to the system, although too late for his family, would still be welcome.
It causes chaos at a time in people's lives when you don't need that chaos, to be honest. You know, you're bereaved enough as it is.
Emily Unia, BBC News.